Now I know what you're hoping for. You're hoping to see an actual invisible burger that tastes good. I didn't make one, but I can tell you a few tips about how to make a burger that actually does taste like what you expect it to taste like. First of all, I already said this in the comments of the Make It Clear Cheeseburger Food Theory video, is that when you're having the bacon, you have to understand that you just stripped all the flavor out of the bacon. You need to put it back. Once you've made it clear, then you have to reapply what you've just gotten rid of, which is the amazing bacon flavor. Whatever flavor it is you're going for, there you can go about it basically one of two ways. I don't suggest bacon bits. I suggest actual bacon cooked properly with a lovely sauce type of, like, you can get a really good amount of like that bake that little that stuff that sticks to the bacon frying pan, and like just have that as like the air atmosphere. Basically, all you need to do is, okay, have that be in the frying pan, recently hot, and then put the clear bacon on top of that, and put a lid on it and let that sit there and absorb the flavor back into it. Because flavor molecules don't really have a lot of space to them. Like, they don't have a lot of visual to that. But you can put it back into, you know, you leave it there, you leave it on like extremely low, and the bacon will now taste like bacon again. Also, when you're making a bun, do what you did, but don't use tiny little trays. You need to be using, you need to use a bun tray that's literally the size of what you expect a regular bun to be. And before you say that it's too wet when you're near done, okay, at that point, you put it on some parchment paper, you have it in the oven for like, you can use either an air fryer or a microwave. I forget if the microwave would work for it. But most importantly, you could add some spices. I, for some reason, suggested sage. You can add like, um, there are certain bread flavors that you can put in that, like either bread or bun type of. It's gotta be something. Like, the only thing I would think of is, like I say, sage, for some reason. Um, but like the main key is that you gotta make sure that it has that like fluffy, like it's bread. It has to actually be bread. It shouldn't be. Doesn't have to be crispy. Definitely does not need to be crispy at all. And it's fine if it's wet. You don't worry about if it's wet, soggy. Um, you can air dry that, but you don't need to dry it out too much. Um, there's also a secret for getting liquid out of the bun. for like you just put it into some rice, the rice will soak up that liquid. And then again, you need to re-flavor the bun once you're done, right? So like it'll soak it up, it'll make it like it's not as like you don't just process the stuff, you also add stuff back. Um, like if you have a regular bun or like not white bread, but like um, yeah, those regular white buns, you can have them microwaved, and then the flavor of that can be transplanted into your translucent bun. If I was on Food Theorist, I would have done it right. I would not have made that abomination. Right? I don't have the resources, I wouldn't actually spend the time making it, but I'm pretty sure there's ways of doing this that is like, yeah, you can add basic stuff like, I don't know. I forget what else can make a bun, but I mean, there's that. What, did I turn it off also? I don't know. Whatever, I'm gonna stop using the fan for now. And as far as the meats go, like, again, a lot of what you take out of literally any of the ingredients you have, if you store it with other, depending on the temperature, depending on how you prep it, like, let's say if you have, I wonder if that would work. I don't think parchment paper would be good for the hamburger itself, but like you could have a regular hamburger in there, beside the clear bun. Again, using heat and like just have those aromatic flavors transfer into your meat. But I mean, that's only going to do so much. What you really need is a kind of solution to like give it the flavor. So like I don't know, it's a harder thing to do because you need the flavor itself to be in there. And it's like if you could make a barbecue sauce or something, that's sort of a way to go about it. Um, ooh, maybe some all dressed chips. You might not understand this, but like if you put there are certain I've had a rice patty, it's sort of see-through. I'll use like two of them to make a ball of whatever it is I'm gonna eat. And it's like those used to be tasty. It's like you just get them a little bit wet, you heat it up, and then you put stuff in it. And I would put multiple in there because I can eat multiple rice. But it's like rice balls, you can make those and they're good. But it's like, um, yeah, the thing about the meat is that it's thicker. You have to get it's not as porous as the buns, so you're gonna have to do something that actually permeates the meat. It has to be a liquid. So it's like you have to put that stuff into the liquid and then put the liquid into or put that see-through meat into that liquid. and then you'll have this juicy, like you can have, you c- the consistency of a hamburger should be that it's slight chewy, easily like not definitely not crunchy, um, and you don't. Um, I would say go very sparse with condiments. Yeah, yeah, you want to go sparse with condiments. You put on like what? How much pickle? You realize pickle permeates through the whole thing. It's not good. Instead, you should have like the tiniest, like a very microscopic amount of pickle, and make sure that that is only on a thin slice of something, so that you can get that pickle flavor without it being everywhere else. You know, like don't marinate your bun in pickle. What the hell did you even do? And it's like um I feel like MatPat would have definitely maybe put us unfortunately a similar amount of effort into making this food, but no, I don't know. I think he would have maybe done slightly better job, but it's like you gotta do baby steps before you can get to be as big as him. But like it's about oh I did turn it off and now I turned it on. Um it's about your resolve and your willingness to not compromise and make sure you've done like a full checklist. Like if it's not fitting up to your standards, then just you got to workshop some ideas and like figure out how to do it a few different times. Like I remember he would spend like what months on a single video. You can do that. Like you can do all of this other stuff that's regular for Food Theory and have this be something that you spent a while trying to get right instead of the weekend. Did you do this all in one day? I don't know. 2 days most? I'm not trying to be insulting, I'm just trying to evaluate what did you do. Um, because I feel like this was a 1 day job, and it's never a 1 day job. Or it's not supposed to be a 1 day job. I feel like it was done hastily because it could have you would have been behind the times if you didn't get on that bandwagon. But at the same time, like maybe you tried a few things, maybe you got at least a different perspective, which is like a little refreshing. But it's like I don't know, man. Um, yeah, it's like what about having onions? Um, you could have mushrooms on your burger. You could have like there's a bit, tiny bit of mayonnaise, mustard. Like when you're making ketchup, did did it actually end up tasting like ketchup even though see-through? And did you apply only a small bit? And it's like burgers in enough burgers usually are a little bit messy. I'm not gonna judge you on that. Burgers, especially from McDonald's or whatever, hey, they can fall apart. They don't know how to make it so that the sauce holds the stuff together or the cheese holds the stuff together so that you can have something that's like not just gonna drool out the bottom of the backside of the burger as you take a bite because they don't know how to do it. You buy it anyway because it's made for you, but it doesn't mean that it's made well or well thought through. They think it's well thought through. but it's not. It's like the time, oh my god, the time I tried a Dairy Queen burger with mushrooms, and it was cold mushrooms. How do you serve cold items on a burger? It just total flashbangs your brain because your sensations are expecting something warm, inviting, and nice. And with other burgers that I've had from A&W, they have a mushroom burger, I think, and that was good. The Dairy Queen one, I mean, I know they're famous for ice cream, but your burger's not supposed to be cold. I don't know. Maybe you think that the ingredients are more fresh or something. I'm not for it. I'm just not. I would say slightly warm up the mushrooms. You're not gonna ruin it, the nutritional value of the mushrooms by not having them be warm. I mean, take the whole thing, microwave it for like 30 seconds to a minute, and you'll have something that is way more appetizing than what you tried to serve me. Um, yeah. No, I've had like all sorts of mushrooms. From mushrooms on pizza that are too tiny because they're shriveled up, to mushrooms on to those fried mushrooms that are like they're covered in batter and they don't really do much with the mushroom itself. So that's not exactly the best. But there's been times when I do mushrooms or when I do mushrooms on like the food that I make and it's good. Like a good if you have mushrooms in your food and you make it good, it can be really good. Um, Grilled mushrooms and stuff. Depends on the size of the thing you start with and what you expect it to turn into. If you know it's going to shrink down, put more of them on. I ordered more mushrooms on a pizza once somewhere. It didn't turn out to be as much mushrooms as I wanted. I'm like, what? What do you mean? Like, it's sparse already and you're going to put. It's still not enough mushroom. Sparse for mushrooms on a pizza is that if you have a slice of pizza, it has 2 mushrooms on it. That's not enough mushroom. Should be like 4 or 6. 10's pushing it, but it's better. Especially if I order extra mushrooms, you better put extra mushrooms on there. Especially if they crumple up. If they crumple up, you're not doing it right. Like there's ways of making pizza. I'm not naming them because they're mom and pops I never name because if they do something I don't like, because I don't need to be doing that to them. But like Dairy Queen, hell, I'll name the shit out of them because they should know better. Um, Maybe they haven't been in the burger game for long enough. But it's like, yeah, I don't know why I thought sage. I don't even use sage, but I imagine it tasting good. I wouldn't use cinnamon, rosemary. No, it's like there are certain flavors you could put into a bun that I thought of, and it's like for some reason like that was the one thing that I thought would actually work. It all depends. Those are my 2 cents. So if you try it again, or if anyone tries it, and you try my suggestions of like having the air from other regular ingredients, so it mixes in with the see-through ingredients. Minimum, go light, go small on the flavors. Right? You can go small on the flavors. You don't want to overwhelm it. You don't like you can, but I would say go small on the flavors. You don't want to underdo it, but like you can go small mostly, not like imperceptibly small. But like the bun can end up tasting like a bun. The meat can totally be tasting like meat. The bacon can taste like bacon. I don't know what you're gonna do with the lettuce, but it's like the tomato. You can do stuff with that and whatever. Yeah. And then credit me and then help people get subscribed to me. I love doing tasty videos and stuff. If I were to do it and be successful at it, like, I would be like, okay, I tried this flavor for the bun, I tried this flavor for this, I tried that flavor for that. I could try bacon bits. I'm going to tell you right now, if you do bacon bits for the bacon flavor, it's not going to be bacon. You need actual bacon. Bacon bits are not bacon. They're bacon bits. They're completely subcategory of bacon. It's like pea mill bacon is not bacon. That's just ham with some weird misassociation in your head. That's not bacon. Okay? Regular bacon is actual bacon. There is no substitute. You can't use pea mill bacon. That is gross. I mean, if you label it as ham, okay, it's still not even good ham. Pea mill bacon is not the best. Although I didn't always like mustard. I put mustard in a sandwich recently. It was a good sandwich. But I put a bunch of stuff in that. Check out that video. I think I made a video on it. Did I? I had to have, right? Did I share it to only my friends? What did I do? I made a sandwich that was like, it had the meat in there, there was mustard, caramel sauce, plum sauce, and ketchup, mozzarella cheese, and bacon. It's like, it was a good sandwich. Yeah, plum sauce and like caramel sauce I totally like more than honey. Honey is like it's too much. But then caramel sauce it's nice, you know? You can use caramel sauce in all sorts of stuff and it's way better than honey or syrup. Like strawberry sauce doesn't even taste good depending on what you apply it to. Like strawberry sauce in a sandwich, no good. Honey can work, but it's like it's a bit bolder than you want. I suggest caramel sauce, definitely. Not even second guessing it. Caramel sauce. And like, there's this stuff called bacon mayonnaise. That stuff slaps. Go check it out. It's from Compliments.